see? Is that gonna work? Okay. Are we the right way up on Facebook, guys?
It's not up yet.
Okay, here we are. So, welcome. We are on day 4 of quarantine, and here we are in the kitchen again. Thought we would make another recipe that I'm sure everyone has in their pantry. Everyone, I am sure, has a can or 2 of tuna in your pantry. So I thought, shoot, let's make tuna casserole. Because, you know, tuna casserole really has a bad rap, and it really shouldn't have such a bad rap, because, I mean, who doesn't love tuna casserole? Of course, when I was growing up, we never had tuna casserole, so it wasn't one of my things. So I don't know, I was probably in my 30s before it ended up being on the cover of Cooking Light magazine. So I thought, well, I gotta try that. I've never had it. And turns out, guess what? It's delicious. So, tuna casserole, here we go. I've already started a tuna casserole. Generally, you use condensed soup with it, and I am not gonna make it that way today. We're having a little technical difficulty here. So what I've done, I've started with the mushrooms and the onions, and we have, I've already sauteed them here, so you can see in here, I have mushrooms and onions sauteed, all ready, just to speed this up a little bit. So I'm gonna take those, and I'm gonna put them in a bigger pot, because we're gonna end up with all the noodles in here too. So let's turn this one on. And we are gonna put this in here. And then too, since that's just mushrooms and onions sauteed in butter, and I'm going to start and put the spices in. So we're going to. I have a 9x13 casserole dish, all buttered and ready to go once we get it done. So I'm going to put the spices in as 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. So let's start there.
Andrew's asking on Instagram, is someone cooking?
Who is?
Andrew.
Oh, Andrew. Hey, Andrew.
Who's he?
How are you? It's your birthday. We haven't celebrated your birthday yet, which we need to. So the paprika, of course, my teaspoon won't fit here in the paprika, so I'm having to do a couple
Susan
of these.
says she loves your necklace.
Oh, yeah. So I have a couple production assistants here with me today who helped prep all my station, along with the director. And one of them, my friend Erin, just brought me this for my birthday, and it is from my other friend, Susan Whelan, the paparazzi jewelry that is so awesome, and Susan goes live, so I'm inspired by her to go live. And look at this beautiful necklace. It's so awesome. And all Susan's jewelry is only $5, and you can follow her at Paparazzi Susan. And Susan, post your link in there so people can see. So I'm on the paprika. So we've got paprika going in here. And then we're going to move on to cayenne. We actually like things spicy around here, so I'm going to put more than it calls for here. It calls for only 1/8 of a teaspoon. Well, that's not enough for this family, so I'm going to put like 1/4 of a teaspoon at least. I probably would put some jalapenos, but we didn't chop those, so we'll go cayenne. And then a little bit of salt. Of course, you know, I don't like to measure salt. It's just a hassle. So we're just going to do a little bit here in my hand. And 1/2 teaspoon. Looks good. Ha ha. And then in goes the chicken stock. So we have already pre-measured here. 3.5 cups of chicken stock is going in. And we're going to bring that up to temperature. And you can see, because if you want to make this really quick, some of you might have cream of mushroom soup in your pantry and cut out this whole step, but we are doing it from scratch with the chicken stock. Okay, any comments? Okay. Here we go. Yeah. So hold on, just read it real quick here. On the cream, add the noodles. So we're going to put the cream in here too. I have a cup here of 50/50. The recipe calls for cream. I'm using 50/50 because that's what I have. So we're going to go here and stir this up. And we're going to get this up to temperature. And then we're going to throw in the noodles. And the noodles will cook in the mixture here. Make sure I got everything in here. Salt, sugar broth, heavy cream, the noodles. Okay. I'm using gluten-free because that's just what I prefer. You can use any kind you like.
Egg
Recipe
noodles.
calls for egg noodles. The peanut gallery here prefers egg noodles, but this is what I have, so this is what we're gonna use. So these are, of course, my favorite ones from Trader Joe's in the shot.
Organic.
Organic and gluten-free. So I chose fusilli, but you can use whatever is your favorite to do this with. So we're gonna let those cook here for a minute. The history of tuna casserole is the first recipes for this were, because of course it's credited to the Midwest of America, tuna casserole, but actually the first written recipes for this were from the 30s, and it was a way to use up the salt cod that people had left. So they would make a tuna casserole and use up what they had left of their salt cod. So that is the history of tuna casserole. So you guys have any comments here for me that I can respond to? So who's watching? Who loves tuna casserole?
Tracy said, where's the wine?
The wine. Well, let's see. I do have wine. The wine fridge is actually right in front of me, but we're not ready for wine yet. We got to get the tuna casserole done.
I'm going to tell you what people are saying. Tracy Powell said, you look beautiful as always.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice. Thank you. How is everyone surviving on day 4 of being home? Those of you that are home. I know Rex's school started Zoom classes, so he has been in school all day.
She said, where's the wine?
The wine. Yeah, I don't have any wine yet. We're not quite there. It's not 5 o'clock here yet, even though it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah.
Thrive Teaching
My
joined
arms
on
are tired.
Instagram. He says the hi to Thrive.
Oh, good. Hi, Thrive Teaching. And which one of your team is on and watching? That's awesome. We're making tuna casserole here. So I'm going to add in too, once this cooks a little bit, then we'll throw in the tuna. We have also here 1.5 cups of peas. And then we have here a cup of fresh Parmesan. And these are all going to go in to make this delicious. And just because we just picked these off the tree out back, the production assistants went out and picked the lemons. We will use a little bit of zest just for flavor to finish this. Because what's better with fish than a little bit of lemon zest? Yes, yummy. What's everyone going to make for dinner tonight? Anyone else have any plans? What creative things have you done with your pantry staples while we're all going through our pantries? Some creative things. I saw actually a casserole. Also, my sister sent me a recipe for Spam casserole. So I don't know how many of you like Spam, but there's always a use for it somewhere. Luckily, even in the recipe, they grilled it a little bit on each side and got it a little bit crispy, then put it into a casserole.
They browned it, huh?
Yeah, browned it some. So let's see how our noodles are here. Okay, so once we get this, the noodles are going to cook and absorb all that yummy chicken stock and the cream. And then we're going to dump in here the tuna. It's going in.
Tracy's making some homemade spaghetti sauce.
Oh, good. Yummy. I think that's everyone's favorite. You know, I did a post a couple days ago that said, when I say comfort food, what's the first thing you think of? And I am surprised to say that the number one thing that people said was mac and cheese. It was so funny to me. It's mac and cheese. I went to college in Boston, and during finals, they would bring out these massive trays. I mean, huge trays of mac and cheese during finals. And I always thought, who eats mac and cheese? Well, now I know. It's everyone's comfort food, is why it always appeared on during finals week. But one of them that several people put also was spaghetti. So that's another one of people's favorite comfort foods.
Tracy said she made homemade spaghetti sauce.
Oh, yum. Okay, so we've got the tuna in there. And now we're going to dump in the cheese. So we have a cup here of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And then I'm going to grate in some lemon zest here, just because I like it. And put it in here.
Yeah, but
It's too wobbly.
Anyone have any creative ideas for activities that you stay 6 feet away from each other? I know the hiking trails and the beach trail, we were out there yesterday, are open and beautiful. That was fun. Is Susan on here?
Yeah, she is. And she says you have quite a production crew.
I do. Aren't I lucky? I know. They work for food.
Who are they?
I know Heather is here, my production crew. Heather and Aaron. The buddies are here helping. And then, of course, the director, Gary's here. He's the grip and the director. Right now, he's holding the camera. So we're making it work here. We are going to have our mobile camera come over here and take a look into the pot here and give people a view of what's happening here. Since we have one mobile camera, the Facebook, come on over here and see what's happening in the pot here. See, we've got the noodles and the tuna and the mushrooms going to town here. The cheese is melting. Oh, yummy. Just gotta wait for the noodles to get done here.
He's in the comments.
And then, you got a comment? Comments?
No.
Comments?
I said his
Anybody have any
shot
questions?
is in where the comments are. There,
Oh,
that's
it's okay.
right.
I see him. Oh,
You
Tracy.
could push those out of the way.
Let's see.
Tracy said she's very hungry.
Oh, hungry. Yeah, well, we got tuna casserole. It's gonna be yummy. Let's see. What did everyone do for St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, hungry.
Yeah, that is not done. That's gonna be a minute till those noodles are done. So we could just chat. So give me some comments, some questions. What are some of your favorite recipes? What else do you want to see me make here on Pantry Staple Quarantine
Banana
Recipes?
bread.
Banana bread. Well, you gotta have bananas in your pantry.
We have it right here.
Well, I have them. Do you guys all have some?
I do.
We can
They're going bad, so I need to.
Yeah, well, I have the best banana bread recipe ever that is also Weight Watchers friendly
Is it
because it has
gluten-free?
no oil and gluten free. So it's all good in there. Which one are you looking at?
How long does it have to boil for?
It has to boil till the noodles are done, and they're not quite done. They're a little bit hard, so we're just gonna let it boil there for a second more, and then I will put the peas in there, and we're gonna layer it in here. Now the recipe did call for some breadcrumbs. You could toast the breadcrumbs and a little bit of butter, but I didn't do that because I don't like the breadcrumbs on top. But you could. You could also use potato chips on top. Crunch up the potato chips.
Shredded jack cheese.
Cameraman, I'm out of the shot. Crunch up some potato chips and put them on top. Or you could also do, just went on my head. Oh, saltine crackers is a traditional topping too, where you do the saltine crackers and crunch those on top.
Or melted shredded jack cheese or something.
Or Heather says cheese. The one who doesn't even eat a lot of cheese says put cheese on top. Well, what's not good with cheese on top? Everything's good with cheese on top.
Jack
So
cheese.
that'll work too. So let's see.
Whoever your life is, right?
Okay, yeah, whatever you prefer. That's one of the positive things about cooking at home, which we all are going to get the opportunity to do for a while here.
I did
Is-
mine in ketchup.
Make your own. What? You did what?
My tuna casserole, I like to dip
Heather
my
says
bite.
she likes ketchup on her tuna casserole. Who else likes
I like to
ketchup
dip
on their
it in
tuna
my bite.
casserole? I'm going to put a little more cream in this, and then I'm going to dump the peas in. We're going to dump it in the casserole dish here, and boom.
One more word like that, Heather, I'm putting you on camera.
Susan wants you to make beef stroganoff.
I just made beef stroganoff on Friday night for Gary's birthday. Shoot, I should have filmed it, but the corned beef was kind of a whim, and we got so many views and so many comments and so many likes. I thought, well, here, let's go again. Let's make something that everyone's got in their pantry. Let's make some tuna casserole. So here we go. Mobile cameraman, you want to come over here while we dump these in here? Since we have one on a stand and one mobile here. If you're watching on Facebook, you're going to get a view here into the pot. So, gonna get, there you go. Okay, we're gonna dump the frozen peas in. No need to cook them or thaw them. This is plenty hot and they will cook, because this is gonna go in the oven. So we're just gonna stir those in here. How yummy does that look?
This
Yes,
is the kind of no condensed
awesome.
milk.
Yeah, this has no condensed milk. This is how you make it the good old fashioned way, scratch. Okay, so now we're gonna dump this into the pan here. Oh, it's hot. Hold on.
Tell them you can use whipping cream for it when it's low fat.
Oh, yes. Okay, back up. There. Got the pan. Okay, here we go. I have my professional crew here. We're gonna dump it in here. Okay. Yummy.
Is your sister on?
Is my sister on? Are you on
I
there?
didn't see her.
Sister?
I didn't see her.
Okay. Yummy. Delicious. I guess let me give it a quick taste for salt before I
Put some Parmesan on top?
finish it. I'll put some Parmesan on top, but let me taste it real quick.
Jade is drilling. She says, looking delicious.
Oh, yum. And the lemon zest just adds, brightens it a little bit. The little bit of lemon zest. Oh, yum. Because, I mean, what it isn't good with a little bit of lemon zest. Okay, let's show you. We're going to put a little bit of cheese on here. And because I'm on camera, I'll use a spoon. Because even though my hands are clean. Of course, we've all learned how to professionally wash our hands now. 20 seconds, soap and water up your arms, wrists, both sides of your hands. Whatever all the rules are, what you're supposed to sing, happy birthday twice or something like that is 20 seconds. Is that how it goes? Let's see. Oh, there's Jade, Savannah. Hi, guys. I got your mom here helping me. Okay, so we have some cheese, just a little bit of cheese on top. It'll give it a little bit of crunch and then just a little bit more. Plus, Parmesan cheese has a lot of salt, so it gives it a little salt too, but it's delicious. So thanks everyone for watching. There's our, that you guys see, tuna casserole ready to go in the oven. And you put it in the oven for about 30 minutes or so until it's nice and bubbly, and then you're good to go. Dinner is ready. So if you want to see anything else, pantry staples, we will come back with, I don't know what we're going to make next, but we will keep you posted and hope you're all having a great Thursday.
You're not getting her face.
Talk to you soon. Great to see you. Thanks for watching.